So in this box we have a perfectly fitting, perfect condition, undamaged Goodmark fender for the Chevelle. So I'll get it open and we'll take a look. Panda watch. Oh, just kidding. It's not a panda watch. You ever had a panda watch? Mm-hmm. You know, it's a watch with a panda on it. Anyway, fender's on. Without any other adjacent body panels, it seems to fit perfect. So we're just gonna leave it like that and assume everything's good to go. Jimmy's gonna make some noise. Sir, you're gonna make some noise.
So was I.
Here's that door jamb after the acid. Should it be blasted? Probably. Do I have a way to blast it? No. Is this gonna work? Yep. Here's a weld in the door jamb from them welding up the trim hole on the outside. Guess I'll go ahead and grind that down. Here's the firewall all done. Ready for Hondo. Yep. Perfect. Back in 5 minutes when that's finished up. The cool thing about these Harbor Freight belts you can get for these belt sanders is that after every weld you do, you can put a new belt on. That's pretty sweet. As you can see, the Ring Brothers built a hinge test fit and door install went great up until it came time to put the door on because they don't have any 12-point sockets.
Not any.
Hey, not a single one, and you can't use they're recessed, so you can't use a wrench. I mean, I got some Craftsman ones upstairs in a bucket of garbage, but they're all the wrong sizes. So, I guess this project is finished, and we can no longer move forward. Let's just see what's going on over here. Yeah, plenty of whoa, easy. Oh, it won't come back out.
You gotta go in there and get this
Nah,
right here.
it'll be fine.
Right here.
Yeah, so anyway, we're on hold until the snap-on guy comes over. That's the snap-on guy right there. So here you can see, if you're putting Ring Brothers hinges on a Chevelle, I don't know yet because I haven't done it, but this shim, they say it goes between the hinge and the pillar. Obviously you can see that's already all the way adjusted all the way in. So maybe Camaros and Chevelles are different and to where Chevelles don't need this shim. Instructions don't tell you because these are Camaro door hinges. So anyway, I'll try that, see what happens. Update. Ring Brothers Camaro door hinges don't work on a Chevelle. Shocking. Never fear, stock hinges are here. So I think at this point, I'm just going to continue stripping paint. Try to get everything stripped. I want to fit, and then I'll start fitting the doors and the fenders because I want to get some etch primer on the posts before I bolt the hinges on. Because once the hinges are on, they're going to stay on. And then even when I paint the car, I'll take the door off the hinges, but the hinges are going to stay on the post. So, you don't want to be adjusting the hinges back and forth on the post after everything's painted. At least I don't want to be. Somebody else can if they want. So basically, these hinges are going to stay on this car forever. If somebody ever wants to try to put different hinges on, they can do that. So yeah, finish stripping. Get some etch or epoxy on the post where the hinges goes, stuff like that. And we'll be back whenever that happens in few hundred hours or something. So yeah, this makes a mess. This is why I'm trying to get all the stripping done. Not that bodywork doesn't make a mess, but this is a different kind of mess. I just don't like right now. So anyway, yeah, I'm still using this thing with the 80 grit on it. It seems to work pretty good. Is there other ways to do this? Absolutely. Is this the best way? Don't care. This is the way I'm doing it. And yeah, I go over it with that, and then, like I said, I just DA it with 80 grit really good after the fact. And yeah. When it comes time to epoxy this, I'll probably do it in sections and resand and clean a couple panels at a time and whatever. Right now I just want to get this off. I got the roof, this door, right fender, and the hood. The hood's gonna be fun. Really needs blasted, but that will destroy it. So not that it's nice to start with, but it'll make it even worse. So we'll figure that out. I'm gonna save that for last. So this thing actually, you know, it works pretty good. Got a dead piece of sandpaper on it, but I tend to use it as long as possible. And it's also better with two hands. I'm just trying to, you know, show you a little bit here. I mean, what do you guys want to see? You want to see me just random update clips after I get something done? You want to see stuff actually being done? It's hard to show stuff being done when I'm out here by myself because it's just, you know, I could set up the camera and then film a bunch of crap and then spend 3 hours editing it, but that's kind of hard for me to do at the moment, so yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna keep doing this. One thing I don't like about this thing is the speed adjustment is right here where you hold it and you're constantly turning it up. So that kind of sucks. I mean, this piece of sandpaper is dead. Let's just show you what it does with a new piece. You know, a pack of this sandpaper was only like 20 bucks or something on Amazon. So, well, it may not be the fastest. It works, and it might be one of the cheaper ways to strip. Some of those stripping discs are like a lot of money a piece, like as much as this whole pack of paper. Stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, that's hard to do one-handed. It goes a lot faster with two hands. I'd show you, but there's nothing to set the camera on right here that's high enough, so maybe on the door I'll show you. This thing was from the desert. I mean, look, the desert floor is right here on the car. I mean, this car must have been like flipped upside down and just sitting in the desert and stuff, or things. So, as you can see, that's what it looks like after you strip it with a rotary, basically. And then you DA it to make it look more like this and not that. Basically, you can't do this step too much. Get it as clean as you can until the metal's like white, basically. And like I said, I'm gonna have to do this again. This is just the initial. Then I'll end up taking the rest of the body apart, sand the jams, and I'll just epoxy the roof and the quarters, and the door jams at once. Maybe the firewall if Jim ever finishes it. You know, stuff like that. Let me just turn down Miley here. I don't want to get in trouble. Get good sandpaper, and even good sandpaper doesn't last. This sandpaper is 3M, but it's not their highest end stuff. It's just the gold. It works okay. Still kills it pretty fast, and that's still like, you know, 80 bucks a roll or something ridiculous. So I don't know. Good talk. And that's the roof stripped, minus the jam wire wheeling and whatnot. Having problems with water in my compressor, which of course I've never had until now. So dripping water on bare metal while you're trying to sand it clean is always a good time. Got this situation. Never had any water out of this thing really, but compressor's been running non-stop, so give it a break. Do something else for a while. I want to pull this dent and this dent. Still got the desert showing up in the roof. I can't really get rid of that. Won't go away. It's permanent. Really, there's only a couple dents in the roof. Pretty decent size-ish. You gotta be careful when you're doing these because you can create a mess real quick. So, probably do that next. Good talk. Pretty excited. I got a throwaway paint gun for spraying the epoxy on this thing, and it came with a free voltage regulator, so that's pretty badass. Pretty excited about that. So here we have the back side of the good Fender. It's pretty tasty. So I don't have any way to blast this, so I'll just wire wheel it the best I can. It's broken right here, so I'm just gonna put a little weld on that. That'll probably pop off because I'm blind and I can't weld. But I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna start stripping the other side of this before I try cleaning this up, because if for some reason it's no good, I don't want to waste my time trying to clean this up. So, yeah. Well, I think you'll find that's the nicest weld I've done tonight. Only weld I've done tonight. And then I just noticed that it's cracked right here. So, yeah. I guess that needs to be welded together too. So you can see I've got this cleaned up. And I guess I will go ahead and attempt to weld this also. Probably not a great idea for me to do that, but you know, we'll make it happen. And there you go. It's you know, perfectly held together good enough. They'll never notice when it's together. And yeah, stuff like that. So now I think I'll turn this fender over and start stripping on it. Let me see. Yep, it's good. Tasty. This won't make a mess. I should have filmed this before I started messing with it, but I was in so much shock I just grabbed the shrinking disc and started playing with it to see if I could do anything with it. But anyway, actually I have video on my phone that I took that I could probably include in the video. But anyway, fender, it's got some rust and it's had some custom work done here. It was really, really sweet. At first I thought it was a patch someone put in, but no, it's just that they beat it with the backside of a claw hammer for about 2 days. And yeah, I've been hitting it with this shrinking deal. It'd be nice if I had the big one, but I don't. I just have this little one. Yeah, it works for small stuff. This is, I mean, it's helping this, but really the full-size one would be ideal. I'm trying to get this line back. It's getting better. As this shrinks down, it's kind of pushing this back out. I could tell when this fender was on the car, it bulged way out here. I knew it was full of Bondo, but I was just thinking that Bondo was making it bulge out. Wishful thinking. I can show you the back side. That's just all their hammer marks. It's pretty awesome. So also the shrinking disc will act as a guide coat, so you can see all your lows. There you could go through and you could either use your nail gun or you could pick them out on the back side and do it again and again, and eventually you'll get somewhere. This is already a ton better. It's not quite as bulged out. probably end up getting a lower patch for this, seeing how high up it goes. Maybe it'll take care of most of this, and then we'll go from there. But this line is a little better. Could probably make it work. Good times. This is pretty much every car you work on. You're gonna find this kind of stuff. It's all old junk. You can also use a slat file. This is not another, I haven't shown you any other ones. This is an old tool. You hold the dolly behind it, you hit it. I don't know what it does some stuff. See where you're at. So you can go back and forth between this and the shrinking disc. You can stretch it, you can shrink it, you can stretch it, and you can shrink it. You can get mad. You can cut your hands on it after you use this and it tears the metal up. Just rub your hand on it. Feels good. So, I think I'll shrink this one more time. And then take a look at it. Can't believe you guys didn't tell me when I was welding this that I missed this spot right here. That needs welded back together. What happened to this fender? Maybe I'll let Jim do that and then he can go back over this one while he's there. You know what I'm saying? Hey Jim, you want... Oh, wait. He's not here. Dang it. As you can see... Whoa! Easy! I welded that crack up there. Pay no attention to whatever's going on here. I don't know what that is. That's just fine. As long as the crack is gone where it was over here. And then I put some boogers on that, and that's attached now, and yeah, now that's good. Fender's strong now, kinda. So now, if we get that lower patch, I think it comes with this roll. It should come up right around here somewhere, which will take care of most of this mess. I've already straightened out the top pretty good. Got this line back. Of course I did. Jeez. Anyway, whatever. This thing's a piece of junk. We're gonna make it work because we already know how much fun the aftermarket fenders are. And I'm still not sure if that one, I think it's gonna work. It looked like it was pretty good when I set it on there, but that was without a door, so eventually we'll find out about that. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm done.